Good afternoon. My name is Pius Murithi. We are here at Level 5 General Hospital in Embu, following what discussions we had earlier on with the CEC of Health, Jamal. So we are here to check physically for ourselves the validity of the claims that were made that there are no drugs in the stores, in the pharmacy stores, and the drugs there, some of them are expired. So that's what we are coming here to verify. We have been given introduction to the chief superintendent, chief medical superintendent, and the assistant medical superintendent, Mr. George. And we shall go to the pharmacy, where we have also been given introduction to Mr. Ndege, the chief pharmacist, who will take us around and see the conditions and the availability or non-availability of drugs at Embu Level 5 General Hospital. Thank you.
Genz, you know, is the main supplier for the government. Yes. And the whole government hospitals must procure from either Genz or Genz. Sometimes what you may need may not be Genz. Yes. Neither is it in Genz. Yes. So now that's the time a patient will get a prescription. The drug is not actually available. But that is likely to become something of the past soon. Yes. We will go by the treatment we have said. We get a time something like that.
Okay. Yes. And a last question. We also discussed about the receipting system.
Yeah.
Receipt system. Okay. There were prescriptions where they were written. He had promised me to get just a view of the prescriptions on which receipts they are written, because there's a patient who complained the receipts are written on Kirimari chemists. The prescription of the drugs that are missing in the hospital, the patient is the prescription is written on a receipt from Kirimari chemist.
That one I have no idea, but you can check.
Yes.
George can actually give you a sample. Even the patients outside here,
yeah.
You can ask one patient.
Yes, that would be sufficient.
Okay, this one is just the normal receipt.
Yes.
It's not ETR generated. The patient was given the X-ray center to go buy the plaster. Was it the bandage? I didn't get the message, but it was written on a Kirimari chemist. The prescription that the doctor gave that patient, it was written, and it was only 2 months ago.
Can you share with that? You have,
I tried to look for him to send me the receipt. It has been 2 months since waiting. So I told him, if I meet Waziri, I will ask him if he has ever followed up.
So if you don't have it, it's not there. If the person would have given it to you to present it as a sample to us, to show us that actually they are using somebody else's receipt.
But Dr. do you think somebody could lie about such a
It's possible. People have said any kind of lies. Yeah, so we must authenticate anything that we say. Yeah, because of the kind of stories that we get. Like that particular one, we cannot use somebody's. Are you talking about a receipt? Or you are talking
the prescription.
About the prescription.
Yeah, to go buy the bandage.
That one can be even on a plain paper. So I don't think there is anything like that. Anything that is coming from the hospital, it must be having a logo.
A letterhead.
And a letterhead.
All
Letterhead.
A letterhead to show that it is coming from a request from the hospital.
Yes.
Now that one who got that should actually give it to you to bring to us so that we can investigate that matter.
It's okay.
Yes.
I will definitely follow.
Follow and bring it to us.
I will do that.
So can we move now?
Yes.
Thank you.
Tafadhali.
So this is our outpatient pharmacy.
Okay. Yeah. You may record.
Yeah, record. This is a problem. No problem. Just
So
Also that one.
There's like a small holding store, that is the dispensing area.
Dispensing area.
So
This is Ndege.
bulk tunaweka hapa.
Ndege is our pharmacist.
okay.
Bulk from the bulk store huko chini.
Okay.
Hapa.
Okay.
Then we pick now from here in small quantities
As you require.
And they should be awards.
All right.
Yes, go.
Just take them.
Garnish.
And then
So they come with that registration receipt. The receipt has the number, so we key in the number in the system, MedBoss. That shows us the prescription, what the doctor has prescribed. So we briefly go through it, tuone ile kitu ameandikiwa kama tuko nayo, kama hatuna we'll advise them to buy, kama tuko nayo then we give a code which we send to the cashier, that is we send the patient to the cashier. We have one here na wengine wako pale kwa gate ya kuingia wote. So anaenda hapo, they'll pay via the phone, they'll get a receipt against that payment, then they come, we dispense to them. Kama ni patient ama mgonjwa ambaye ako kwa ward, like you're seeing being handled here, the nursing officer will come with the file for that patient. So we briefly go through it, tuangalie ile dawa ameandikiwa kama tunayo. And then the file is accompanied by an S11, which is what my colleague has here. So tunampa huyo mgonjwa hiyo dawa, then the nurse will pick the files, go back with them. Pamoja na dawa, of course.
And the system, what insurance do they accept?
Yes?
The system, what insurance do they
Okay. Niseme mambo ya pesa, we are not directly concerned. So we at the pharmacy as ourselves, we cannot restrict ati huyu wako na ile hatutachukua. Hiyo sio yetu. Mimi nikisha once I code for you and I send you to get billed, at that level I really don't care which insurance you have. Hiyo ni it's at the administrative level. So mimi sina, I don't have any control, any leeway to restrict you. Hapana. It's the hospital management that has those arrangements. So once I send the patient to get billed and they come back with proof of billing, mimi sina shida. So either watalipa cash ama watakuwa billed. Previously it used to be NHIF. Naona kuna wakulima hapa wako na mpango na Britam, all those. So
And does the pharmacy close?
no, it runs 24 hours.
24 hours?
Yes.
Currently, what challenges do you have in terms of
Staffing is our biggest challenge.
Yes.
We don't have sufficient numbers because besides this pharmacy, we have an oncology pharmacy. Hiyo iko pale chini. We have a cancer unit, which is the unit just next to the church. There's a gate there. Then we have another pharmacy across the road. That is where we handle mostly our HIV/AIDS patients. We have a pharmacy there. So in an ideal situation, each of those is supposed to be manned, especially the two, supposed to be manned by at least 2 staff at any one time. We are not able to do that because we don't have sufficient numbers. Hapa tulipo, you see, like briefly, normally the government officers' annual leave is supposed to be like 6 weeks. So you find anytime when you have more than 8 staff, at any one time kutakuwa na overlap kidogo. Huyu anaenda wakati amebakisha wiki 2, mwenzake anaanza hivyo hivyo. So what usually happens is because yes,
because I have somewhere. I think we have done with what you have to do. You have seen the shelves are not empty.
Somebody said the shelves are empty.
The shelf, have you seen them? Are they empty? They are not.
Kuna mahali ingine hata naweza kuwaonyesha hapa. There's a room next here that is also one of the stores.
Because we are answering specific questions.
Acha niwaonyeshe hizo zingine hapa.
And we'll go with you to the main store.
Okay. Niwaonyeshe hapa. So this is also like a small holding store. Jali hizo maboxes zilileta some of the items ziko kwa fridge.
Actually, this was my next question. The refrigerated syringes, vaccines.
That was also my next question. I didn't see a fridge.
There's a bigger one there.
Okay, the upper one is the refrigerator, I mean the freezer component. Yes. Fridge ni nini ndio dawa iko sorry.
Okay.
Unaweza fungua hii.
Hiyo nyingine?
You check the expiry date.
You can check, no problem. So hii ni kama small holding stock. Kitambo ilikuwa ni community pharmacy but
2028
tulifunga tukaifanya store because of staffing issues.
Let's move.
Yeah.
So this is the final holding storage.
Kuna pia kengine pale kako na kina fluids hizi za masina ile mnaita maji.
Yes.
Ziko hapo pia naweza wafungulia muone.
Yes.
Twende store, twende the big.
All the doctors in the county are employed by the county.
Definitely yes, because I mean you can only work for the government employees. So as long as it's a government facility, then the employee of the county.
So this is how they are locked, eh? This is how they are locked.
Hata unaweza angalia before afungue.
But then you can 3 padlocks.
Oh, the 4.
No one has 2 keys.
No one has 2 keys.
Yes.
Only one person has.
You can see there are 3 people.
I have my key.
Yes.
She has her key.
Yes.
He has his key.
And who is she? You haven't introduced her.
Procurement assistant.
Procurement assistant.
Yes.
So the procurement, management, and the pharmacy, and the only people who have the keys to the drugstore. So, asante.
Management doesn't have a key. Don't count me there.
At the same time, we have CCTV cameras. One side here, the other side. See that one which is there?
Yes.
So everything that happens, go on the camera.
Sasa hivyo ndio inafaa. Now this looks
Supplier akileta dawa hapa ndio zinakuja.
but with expiry date 2020.
2026, yes.
Kambieni ndani.
Kama hizi zimekuja tu saa hii, ndio nimepata nimeshika hiyo huko.
Okay, what is that?
These are maple. Okay. Delivered Mekanama also. Yes.
Oh, this is the storage.
All that.
Mr. Ndege.
Naika maji.
Mr. Ndege.
Normal sana.
How often do you make that photo?
The procurement is done
Depend on
once a quarter. We do quarter. Yeah. So
What happens in the middle of the quarter
no, we project.
when you run out of?
We project because we are not just beginning. Ni kitu tumekuwa tukifanya kwa muda mrefu. So we have the figures. We know every month how much of a certain commodity we consume. So we order enough to last for a quarter, mostly 4 months. Actually, hiyo document nimepata nimefungua hapo kwa computer, ni kazi hiyo hiyo nilikuwa naendelea nayo. I'm making an order to meds. Ya KEMSA nishafanya.
And I can see they are labeled Manyata. Are they? Do they come labeled as that?
Yeah, that's a Kemsa label. That's a label from the supplier.
Okay.
So unaona iko na jina Kemsa.
Yes, yes.
Alafu jina ya hospitali.
So it will be specifically for that hospital.
This.
No. Come here. Embu Oriental General Hospital. Manyata these are called for cancer.
Yes,
But when they do Manyata, they know it's coming.
Okay.
So there is no hospital called Manyata in Toronto.
No, I'm asking.
Manyata is a geographical.
There is a geographical-
Do all the other hospitals in the county, level 2, with their drugs come here first?
No.
That's what I was
The supplier takes directly to your gate. Kila facility dawa yake kwa mlango yake.
Thank you for that.
So unaweza angalia huko kote. Hizo zote ni dawa.
Fantastic. So all these drugs are only for level 5 hospitals?
Yeah, the entire of this store is ours alone.
So every hospital has their own drug store?
Whether they have a store or not, I may not be able to answer, but they have their own commodities.
And where do you get these books?
We buy. These are bought from the supplier.
Camps as well?
Camps are both camps and meds.
Okay.
Hizi ni registers are some of the drugs that we use in maternity and theater.
Yes. That's what he was trying to clarify. And I know now. I think this is perfect.
Yep.
So currently you don't have any shortages of any drugs?
Shortages happen in this way. You see, this is the beginning
What
of
is not convincing?
the second quarter of this financial year.
Yes.
The previous quarter ran from July, August, September. So remember what I was just telling this gentleman, that we order on a quarterly basis. So we had projected stuff we had bought commodities to run us for 3 to 4 months.
Yes.
So because sasa ndio hiyo miezi 3-4 inaenda kuisha,
Yes.
so kuna zile vitu zinaisha in the as they get consumed there.
Yes.
So na ndio umepata nikifanya order to replenish.
So if they are consumed before the due date, you
Uh-huh.
don't order any before?
At the moment we don't yet have that provision, although
Yes.
it rarely happens.
Yes.
The most likely, the most likely thing to happen
Yes.
is tuagize kitu
Yes.
ikose.
Okay.
That can happen sometimes.
Okay.
Because in the normal way that even hata kwa nyumba yako unaweza kuwa unatafuta kitu
Yes.
tuseme kama chaja ya simu
Yes.
na ukazunguka madukani ikakosa.
Yes.
So pia madawa kuna saa zingine tunazunguka Kenya inakosa.
Okay.
It can happen.
And you're only contracted to get supplies from?
Previously this county has had MOUs with 2 suppliers,
Yes.
Kemsa and Meds.
Yes.
But beginning this year,
Yes.
we are going to have frameworks with other alternative suppliers.
Uh-huh.
I think the tenders were opened about a fortnight ago.
Okay.
So the analysis is ongoing.
Fantastic.
That is now it's a county-wide thing, not just for level 5.
So what are you trying to aim by doing that?
The idea is to 1, arrest shortages.
Yes.
2,
Yes.
when you're sourcing commodities,
Yes.
the wider the variety of potential suppliers you have, the higher the chances you're likely to get niseme bei nafuu. When you go to one supplier unasikia bei yake iko juu sana,
Yes.
you look at what is the prevailing price with other suppliers. So basically it's an attempt at making that shilling extend further.
And my last question. There's a question of generic drugs.
Yes.
Do you stock generic drugs?
Yes, we do. In fact, the bulk of this is generic.
Okay.
The point is, though, generic is not counterfeit. That is a point that must be made. What we refer to as original versus generic, in the normal process of research and drug development, there is that guy who initially, thought of that idea and developed the molecule.
Yes.
Huyo ndiye tunaita original.
Yes.
But then there is someone else who waited for you to develop your molecule,
Yes.
then came at the very last step
Yes.
and simply copied that molecule and began to make the same thing without having invested in that period of research.
Yes.
That is what is known as generic. So in terms of therapeutic efficacy, a generic is as good as the original. But sasa, kwa sababu the guy making the generic did not invest in research and development,
Yes.
he doesn't have that as a cost to him.
Yes.
So his molecule is cheaper. But the guy who invested and who made the originator molecule, because he has to recoup his costs. That's why the original is always more expensive than and to allow the originator manufacturer to recoup his costs.
Yes.
In most of the world, Kenya included, patents are given to last 20 years. So within that 20-year period, you have exclusive rights, you as the originator, to make and market that molecule. After the 20th year, anybody else is free to copy and make the same.
And does that also affect the treatment because of the
In what
viruses? Viruses mutate.
No problem, viruses mutate all the time, but before you are put on, say, an antibiotic, for instance, there is something at the lab we call culture and sensitivity. We will take that sample from you, be it a blood sample, be it a stool sample, be it a urine sample. We will culture and see what microorganisms are in you. Then we will also test what medication those microorganisms will be sensitive to. Ukienda kwa lab, they actually keep a register of that. So they will be able to tell you what the bulk of the population around here is sensitive to and what they are resistant to. So the drug that is what informs the decision on what you are put on in terms of treatment.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And lastly, I have not seen clutches.
Those are not drugs. Those are non-pharmaceuticals. So hizo zitakuwa kwa store ya dawa.
So you have another store for non-pharmaceuticals?
No, yeah, that's another department.
Oh, that's
no, that is not pharmacy.
Okay.
So the main stores kwa hospitali kuna pharmaceuticals, which is where we are.
Yes.
Then kuna non-pharmaceuticals, which is mostly under the nursing department.
And what do they?
The gloves, the shoe, theater shoes, all those. These are in non-pharm.
Yes.
Then we have the lab,
and
we have the radiology. Those are mainly the bulk consumers in our hospital. So mahali tuko hizi ni dawa peke yake.
Dawa peke yake.
So matembe, macapsule, masindano.
Yes.
Hizo.
Fantastic. It's even better to get this government of Kenya.
Hizo zimekuja tu sahi like an hour or so ago.
And who delivers them?
Kemsa, delivering there. Condoms is Kemsa.
And is there a shortage of condoms currently?
Siko sure sana. Ni nini kinaendelea at the national level? I'm not very sure.
No, at the county level because
no, sisi hatuna shida. Hata before walete hii kuna zingine zimebaki pale cartons 3.
Yeah, because these are condoms, right?
Sure.
Condoms. Fantastic. Hata anti condoms wale alikuwa na complain, acha aone hii.
Hello. Yes.
Expiry date 2029.
Okay.
I think Mr. Dege said, and you said you project
runs from July to June.
And you said you project for the whole quarter.
Yes.
So how comes when I look at these ones, the last time this was recorded was on, this one was in 2023 December. This one is reading 2023.
It's not 2023.
No, it is. Well, before the most recent one.
This is a delivery. What you see in red is a delivery.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It was delivered when on the 14th of. It was last year. Alafu hiyo ni ya last year, si ndio?
The last financial year.
Alafu sasa the most recent one from last financial year.
Current. Now this is current.
Ni hii ya May.
No, this is September.
Ni ya kuna
nimekuambia
August hapa. Kuna August hapa na kuna September hapa.
Nakwambia kalamu nyekundu ni receipts.
Okay. Ni hii sasa.
Ile supplier ameleta.
Na hiyo nyingine kalamu nyingine.
Hii nyingine ni ile inatoka. From here to the user department. The red ni from the supplier to here.
Now that makes sense. Hata hii iko na
ndio namueleza.
Sasa ndio nakwambia bro.
Naam.
Ukicheki basi hii ililetwa lini? Hii ililetwa 8th of
December.
Alafu hizi zikaanza kutoka lini?
Hii nyingine kaletwa lini?
Hii big card. This is one page. This is another page.
Okay.
This is a third page and this is a fourth page. So unaona hapa kwa December there was another receipt in June, 18th of June.
Yes.
So hii ya December alipoleta hizi 4896 ndio zimetumika hivi.
Okay.
Then in June this year kabla zikwishe akaleta zingine 2280. Tukaendelea kutumia hivyo until zikakwisha mwezi wa 9 tarehe 19, then 4 days later akaleta zingine ambazo zimebaki sasa.
Fantastic. Alafu where do you get these sheets?
Hizi tunanunua. KEMSA provides.
We
buy from KEMSA.
KEMSA.
Yeah, but Meds also has.
So all your record books zinatoka KEMSA and Meds?
Anything for the government mostly comes from the government. So unaona kama zile vitabu pale za morphine injection, fentanyl injection, pia tunapata kutoka KEMSA. But because okay, hospitals in Kenya, regardless of whether they are government or mission hospitals, there are some reports that we do to the government every month. For us to be able, especially reports mostly in terms of drugs consumed and diseases, for us to be able to do, because the reports are standardized, we must also have standardized reporting tools. That is why.
So all hospitals, including private?
Private sana is for key departments like contraception,
yes,
reproductive health,
yes,
TB, malaria, and HIV. But for the rest of us in mission hospitals and public hospitals, yes, everything else as well.
That is fantastic. Thank you so much.
Ati huko nje kwa?
Huko nje kwa some of the pharmacies outside there are stocking your medicine. And Mr. George was even directing us to animal CCTVs. How did you take that?
How do you know it is our medicine?
Because it's been labeled.
KEMSA. Dawa ya KEMSA kwa chemist. Hiyo sijasikia.
Actually, what
and you can work backwards if you wanted to know. Unaona kama sasa hii delivery note iko na batch number. If you went and found the same batch number in a private facility, utajua automatically ni ya serikali, si ndio? So it is easy.
How do you know? Do you have a mechanism to, like a code to send to KEMSA to verify the drug is stocked somewhere? Nationally.
Sijakuelewa.
Do you have a verification code? Like right now, I can go to the supermarket, take any liquor, put the code that is linked to KEDS to see if that liquor is standardized and has paid KEDS. So you, as a hospital, our KEMSA, does it have a code nationally where if I get a drug from a private chemist, I can put or key in the batch number to see if the drug was supposed to be delivered also?
Not really. That doesn't exist.
Thank you, Mr. Ndege. We'd like to thank you for allowing us to visit here. In absentia, thank the CEC Health, Mr. Jamal, Ambassador Jamal, and also Dr. Charles Moon.
Pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
You're most welcome.
Okay, sir.
Hey.
My name is Evans Mwirigi. We are here at Embu Level 5. We had come to see some of the allegations that were made regarding the hospital and its condition. First, we began by meeting the CEC Health, Mr. Jamal Runyenje himself, and then we came here with him, met the medical superintendent, Dr. Charles Muli, at his office, and we've been shown around and convinced